All right, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Thriving Show, a weekly gathering dedicated to helping everyday people thrive, mind, body, and spirit. The Thriving Show is brought to you by Lavelle Thrive and thethrivingblog.com. Lavelle Thrive is a fine line of products designed to help with weight management, with athleticism, training, mental clarity, all sorts of good things for your mind and for your body. Lavelle Thrive. And you can check out more about that at thethrivingblog.com/get started. And I'd just like to welcome everybody today. My name is Jared Tullis. With me is Jason Stewart, as always. Jason, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you guys?
Good. Wrapping up in this week. I've been with the kids all week. All by myself, so it's been a little crazy. My stepfather's mother passed away this week, so my mother and him have been in Alabama all week. So I've had a fun time, but getting ready to head out of town this week as a nice reward for all of that. So
yeah, that'd be nice.
So let's check in with each other. How did your week go as far as diet and exercise go, Jason?
Exercise is great. I did a yoga on Monday. On Tuesday, I lifted weights. Yesterday, I have a tooth pulled, so they told me I couldn't work out. So, and today I haven't done my yoga yet because I've been Christmas shopping all day.
Yeah, it's around the corner.
Yeah,
we have some of it done, but not all of it.
Yeah. Most important things, I was out moving around, so doing something.
Yeah. Well, I lost a little weight this week. I dropped 3 pounds. I've been eating a lot better, so been trying to be a little more active and get moving some. But yeah, I've cut out a lot of the junk out of the diet this week, and it's really helped. I've been eating a lot of like rice dishes. I made this insanely good turkey broth for my Thanksgiving turkey, and I've just been making all kinds of stuff with it. And I've been using brown rice, so that's a really good filler and a really good fiber to have, just all around food to have in your diet. So I think that's really helped me out a lot. I like the beer. I like drinking beer, and Jason and I have talked about that a little bit. And I've cut back a little bit on how much I've drank throughout the week. And eliminated some of those calories, so I think that's helped out some. But yeah, that's where I'm at this week. This week we're going to be talking about, and we're going to bounce off of last week's show. Last week's show was about getting in with a good support network and being around people that you're trying to go with a common goal, like weight loss. Studies have shown that weight loss is more productive when you're doing it in a group or environment, a group setting or environment with other people who are working toward a similar goal. This one study done by, let me think, I think it was Baylor University, they showed that people that engaged in the Weight Watchers program over a period of 6 months in this study lost 5% of the weight that they were going after, 5% of their total body weight, as opposed to 1% for the people that did it alone. So being around positive people that are going toward the same goal is an important part of this process in self-improvement and weight loss and what have you. But here at the Thriving Show, we like to talk about how to thrive mind, body, and spirit, and they go hand in hand. And one thing that I wanted to talk about this week was the effect of negative people in our life. And I saw a very inspiring video today, and I posted it on my Facebook page, talking about negative people and how they infect our life. And I've looked up some information on some good action steps on how to deal with them, how to make it better in your life, because in the end, the most important thing is to be you and to be happy and to be engaged with and to care for the people who care about you in your life. That's the way I feel. Jason, do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, um, I deal with a lot of negativity around me all the time. My job, there's tons of negative people. My wife's even got a negative side to her some of the time. But all you do is try to turn it around on them and try to be more positive with them and turn a negative into a positive. That's what I do.
Yeah. Um, what I think is interesting is I have found that you can actually take some very structured action steps when you're dealing with negative people in your life. And the reason why I really wanted to focus in on this today is because everybody has negative people in their life, and everybody is affected with it, and it affects your life in such a way. I know that in my past, I've had family members who have just really brought me down, who have really criticized me and made me feel less of a person than I really was, and it's been a struggle for me to come out of that. It's been a years long ordeal to pull out of that personally, and to realize that I could actually do and be and dream and hope for things that I actually wanted, and that I had license to be happy. And because of the negative people in my life, I used to believe that that was not possible, and it's a load, um, complete load of malarkey, bullcrap, whatever you want to call it, that these people instill into us, that they plant into our brains, and just make us think that we are not capable of doing the things that we're doing. So that's been a big part of my life, a big part of my history. I'm now at a point in my life where I'm making some of the biggest positive changes in my life that I ever have, and I'm on my way up, and I'm on my way to freedom. Um, this is why this topic is so important to address, because I know that I'm not the only one that deals with these sort of things. I know it. A lot of people struggle with these things.
Yeah, just about everybody in America, that's for sure.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, the science of happiness, the study of happiness, I mean, people can't nail it down what it takes to be happy, and people really struggle with it. People really struggle with being generally happy. So let's talk about how to deal with negative people in your life. Um, there's a list I have here that I'm going to kind of read off of and comment on that I think is really good. And this is off lifehacks.org. I think it's .org or lifehacks.com. I forgot to write it down on the sheet. But number one, don't get into an argument. Don't engage a negative person. Whenever people throw stuff your way, a lot of times they're just trying to stir things up with you to feed that negativity. And a lot of these people, they have this as a defense, to be combative, to fight, because they're always wanting to stir things up because they're not settled in their own life, and it's a way to defend themselves. So don't argue with them. Don't engage them. Um, and if they're not going to back down, don't go any further with them. Walk away from the situation. Another thing you can do is empathize with them. A lot of people, if you spend time listening to them and listening to the things that they're going through, the more you listen and the less you talk, the better off you're going to be, because they may say things and they may give you clues to what's really driving them and what really feeds that negativity that you can really level with and empathize with, and maybe it'll start a conversation, and maybe you can get them to change. Maybe they need a friend to listen to them. That's a big possibility. Offer help, lend a helping hand. Some people do these negative things because they need help. They need support in their life, and they complain rather than asking for help. So maybe Maybe you just offer some kind of help, some kind of hand in their life. Do a little favor for them. Give them a gift. Do something that might help them out. If they're real tough cookie, and they're hard to crack, and they just, say work is something that really drives their negativity, and all they ever want to talk about is how bad their job is. Maybe try to change the subject. Keep the topics light, and drive the conversation another way to kind of steer them off of it, because the more that they're allowed to carry on this negativity, the more they're going to do it. So maybe, break the pattern a little bit and give them something else to talk about. So, I've had this before where people, they just, every comment that comes out of their mouth is something negative. Don't feed it. Ignore the comment. Just straight up ignore it. Don't say anything to it other than maybe okay or I see. Just kind of diffuse the situation with silence. Silence speaks a lot in these situations. This is one of the best ones here. Praise the person for positive things. Negative people aren't just negative to others, they're negative to themselves. A lot of times they don't believe in themselves. I know I've been stuck in that cycle before, where in a cycle of negativity where all that ever came out of my mouth was negative, whether it was about a bad situation in my family, or finances, or the car broke down, or whatever, and all I ever said was what was going wrong, or what was going on wrong with my job. I have been stuck in that cycle of negativity without anybody lending a positive comment anywhere. And one thing I wanted to bring out, one of the best resources for how to go about this is this book right here, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I used to not really take much stock in personal development and these kind of books that, I used to think that it was all fake, that there was no meat and bones to this, that it was all just about happy, sappy guru stuff that didn't mean, yeah, that's it. Wait, no, I don't think that was it. But it was by Dale Carnegie. I think that was one of his public speaking books, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's How to Develop Self-Confidence and Influence People by Public Speaking.
Yeah, that's Dale Carnegie ran a lot of really good communication courses, and that's what really this topic is about communication. A lot of this negativity is just really a communication breakdown. Sometimes people, they just don't know how to communicate their feelings to people. But this one right here, How to Win Friends and Influence People, it really tells you how to break down the barriers with people and how to get to what's really bothering them. And I think that's what is really the problem, because they're not really honest about what they're feeling. So if you can praise them for the good things that they do, like say maybe you have a problem employee at work or a coworker that you work with, that all they ever do is say terrible things. Maybe praise them for a job well done, or praise them for, maybe they dressed nice that day, or maybe you ask them, this is one thing in this book, you ask them about things that are important in their life and you listen. That's one thing that I've learned in my life is the more I listen, the more I learn, and the more people are open to a conversation with me. So this is probably this right here. This book right here probably gave me some of the biggest breakthroughs in my life recently about how to deal with people and how to move forward in relationships that are difficult. So check that book out. I think this was only like $10 at Barnes and Noble, something like that. But your local library probably has it for free too. So, but I recommend picking it up because I read this and I'm going to go back through and take notes again. Because I believe it deserves a second read. It's that important. So check out that book. Talk to people, get to know them, praise them, Ask them about their family. Do that sort of thing. Get to know them. The more you do that, the more they're going to open up to you. But sometimes some people just can't change. So what do you do about it? Hang out in groups of 3 or more with this person, because if you're in a one-on-one situation with them, chances are you're going to catch the majority of the negativity. It's going to come your way, and only your way. So if you can, bring another person, and this way they can do, you can focus on driving the conversation another way with someone else. This is so important here, is to understand that you and you alone are responsible for your reaction. They say reaction here, but that's really kind of a bad word. Reaction, when you react to something, it's kind of like a knee-jerk thing. Reaction, I think response is probably a more appropriate term. You have to realize that this person's negativity has nothing to do with you. It's not you. And that's one thing that I had a hard time with for a long time is realizing that negative people that came my way and drug me down and never had anything good to say, more times than not it was a problem with them and not with myself. And once I started to realize that, huge things started happening in my life and in my mindset, and it's made a big difference. So you alone are responsible for you, and you have the power inside yourself to deal with these things, to not listen to their negativity, and to just shut it out. You've got that ability inside you. So that's so important to realize that you're the one responsible for you, and there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing you can do to manipulate them, to change them. You can try, but in the end it's up to them to change themselves. You can't argue with them and get them to change. I never heard of anybody yelling someone into submission. I don't think it's ever happened. What do you think, Jason?
Definitely not. That's definitely the wrong way. It's going to cause a physical fight or something, I would put it that way.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Now, the last one here, and it's last on the list because, in the end, a lot of these people, a lot of them are people that we care about, and a lot of people, we've had relationships with, or people that we are around a lot. But the last one is, kind of the extreme, the final push is just avoid them. And if it's so intense that you can't handle it and that you can't move on with your life, take the steps necessary to move them to another place in your life or out of your life. I have done that with people in my life, and it's made a big difference. It's a shame, and it's heartbreaking to have to take those kind of steps, but I've had to do that with certain people in my circle of influence and my friends or family, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that you have to do those things sometimes, but sometimes you have to do it. Avoid them or move them away from you in some way. But that's sometimes what you got to do to be happy, because in the end, again, you're responsible for it. So, negative people, that's how you deal with them. That's not an exhaustive list, but hey, it's a start. And if we make little steps to finding our own personal happiness, it's better than just staying still and doing nothing. So that's all I have for my section today, Jason. Why don't we take a little break and just talk about Lavelle's products and what they're doing for thousands of people around the country. I mean, I read these testimonies, Jason, and people are ecstatic about it. I was just reading one today about a lady, like on her second day on Le-vel products. She woke up out of bed, just bounded out of bed, and was ready to start the day because of the energy she had and the mental clarity she had. I think that's, mental clarity and goes away. I think that's like two of the biggest things that I've read in these testimonies that people are experiencing. I know you've had that in your life, Jason, right?
Oh, yes. I feel amazing. I sleep about an average 5 hours of sleep now, and I'm ready to go for the whole day. So it's done nothing but good things for me, and I feel like amazing. Like I said, I have a bad back, and I used to wake up stiff in the board, and I'd have to do yoga and just to get stretched out for the day, and I feel loose and everything as soon as I wake up, energized, ready to go for the day. Man, tackling.
Yeah, so if you want to check out Lavelle's products, go to thethrivingblog.com/get started, and that'll take you to a video that you can watch and find out more about this fantastic line of supplements, shakes, and DFT patch. This is the first company that offers a dermafused technology patch that you can wear on your arm or on your shoulder that infuses nutrients directly through your skin on contact. So thethrivingblog.com/get started. All right, Jason, you got for us this week.
I just got a recipe for the week. Simply roasted chicken. I don't know if hopefully you guys can see it. You see that all right, Jared?
Oh yeah, that looks good.
It's real simple. You just get 4 boneless chicken breasts, kosher salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and olive oil. Fry it in a pan just to sear it on both sides. Have your oven preheated to 375. Throw it in a pan or an oven pan. Throw it in there for 25 minutes. This roasted's really good. I mean, I've had this. It's really good. The chicken's real tender, and it's really good. And also, I wanted to share what you can do with your Thrive Shake. Just give a little what I do with mine. I like to. This week I'm going to talk about pumpkin. I like to mix mine with a little bit of pumpkin, probably about 2 tablespoons of pumpkin that's already in a can. Olive oil, or not olive oil, I'm so sorry. Almond milk. About 8 ounces of almond milk and cinnamon. I'll put a dash of cinnamon in it. Mix that all together with some ice. Mix it all. It makes a really good smoothie. So that's I just want to say that this product has done amazing things for me, and I just want to share with everybody. And I mean, just try a sample. If anything, you can go to our website and try a sample. I think it's $40 or $50 for a sample for I don't know how many days, but it's a really good. I mean, I think everybody needs to be on this product. I honestly do.
And I wanted to talk about that. This this company Le-vel, they've really done some amazing things with this product. It's the shake is a micro. I can't remember the term. It's micro-ionized or something like that, where it mixes real easy. It's full of I've investigated the ingredients. I've looked at it. All these ingredients are things that only promote good health and good digestion, especially. And I think that's one thing that we really struggle with as Americans is good digestion because of the foods that we eat and the diet that we've gotten used to. And what that'll help you do is shortcut the process of getting some of the bad stuff, out of your gut and get you going the right way. I know my experience with these products has been along those lines as well. But check them out. Get you a little product. See how it makes you feel. Get you going in the morning and see what it's all about. ThrivingBlog.com and get started today. And there's also a financial piece to this if you're interested. Le-vel gives you the opportunity to improve your finances through being able to promote these products yourself. And as an added bonus to this, if you sign up through our link, Jason and I are creating some amazing team bonuses whenever you join us and you decide to promote Le-vel through us as with us as your sponsors. What we're going to do with this is teach you and help you understand the process of actually promoting a real business online rather than what a lot of these other companies do and spam your friends. Try to get everybody on board. Fill up your Facebook wall with posts about it. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it, and we know the wrong way. We've been taught the wrong way, and I'm sure we've done our fair share of trying the wrong way, right, Jason?
Oh, for sure. My friends used to avoid me, for crying out loud. I don't spam anymore, so that's a big plus.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of bad information out there. So Jason and I have both been around the block with companies and how they promote, and we know what works and we know what doesn't work. So whenever you sign up with us, we're going to teach you the right way, and that way you bother your friends and family, and you can actually learn how to build relationships with people and grow a business. And that's what this is about. It's about the relationships with people. So so you can see how to do it the right way whenever you team up with us. So I wanted to put that out there and just bring out that we're going to build this awesome team together and really take this product to the next level and take it to people who really need it. And that's what this is really about. Is we believe in this product more than we believe in the business opportunity attached to it. It's about connecting people who are in need of better health and better wellness with these products, and that's what our passion is about. So, what do you think, Jason?
I think, like I said, the product has been amazing for me. I just couldn't imagine what it could do for so many other people. I mean, people need to get on this product and try it. The product's amazing.
Yeah, we got so many people with diabetes and heart disease, and just they even just struggle to understand how to even start down the road for good health. And I really believe that this is a good way to get started.
And even in a mix shake, if you mix it with water, then it's gluten free. Simple as that. It even says it right on the package that it's gluten free. Try to zoom in on it for you there. Right there, it says gluten free right on the package. So if you want to try to do a gluten free diet, this would work right with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So go to thethrivingblog.com/get started and get signed up. You can sign up for free. And that's a wonderful benefit to this company is there's no sign-up fees, there's no regular monthly fees, there's no auto ship requirements. There's nothing other than what the cost is for the products you buy, and that's it. I think you can sign up for an auto ship. Is that right, Jason?
Yes, you can have an auto ship. Yes, that's correct.
But it's not required like a lot of other companies are, right?
No, I haven't had to pay for product for 2 months, and I have no auto ship. I just set it up, use my free product discount. So when you get 2 people, say you buy your product for yourself, and then you want to find 2 other people that that need to get on this product, you just send them to the site. They purchase their product, then guess what? You get your product for free.
That sounds like a good deal. So. All right, Jason. I think we need to wrap this up for the week. I got to take the kiddos to the Boy Scouts Christmas party and have a good time.
Yeah, sounds like fun. All right, good stuff. Everybody, we were meant to thrive, so I'm hoping we're thriving with you real soon.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. This is the Thriving Blog, the Thriving Show. Check us out at thrivingblog.com. thethrivingblog.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week. See you guys.